hope you're well. Today we're having 2 requested videos in one. And it is Sanya0196 asking why I ended up doing social work. What are the reasons? I am working with people that has disabilities today. And the second one is Chris Retro 81 reject job. He wanted me to try out the penguin McVitie's penguin orange. I never had this before. I didn't even know these existed. And I also have one of my all-time favorite Dime. I mean, this is so good. And here we have a really icon Hershey's. And this is the cookies and cream salted caramel. I was thinking to start by just having a cup of tea here, and this is my favorite brewer tea. So how much do this cost? I got the receipt here from Reject Shop. It's a grand total of $16.50. Now, I don't know if that's really much in your currency, but here in Australia now we don't really get so much for our money anymore as we used to do. So anyway, if I can get this tea started, I will tell you a story that you will probably think it's not true, but it is 100% true. So I like to drink some tea while I'm eating chocolate here. And of course my favorite cup. Why do somebody do social work? Somebody do it for the money. Somebody do it because they really have some deep reason, personal reason. And for me it ended up to be a really personal reason that I would like to talk about in this video here. So let's do like this, that we just start with this penguin here, and while I'm eating it, I will just tell you the story. This is, by the way, McVitie's penguin art partnership with ZSL Zoological Society of London. Sounds good. Alright. Oh look, there is kind of like gummy bars. I had no idea. was making some small list here. So because I have a lot of things to tell you. Yes, so we're going now back to 1978, 79, like a long time ago. I was 15, 16 years old, and I thought everything was okay. I did the sport in school. I couldn't run as fast as all the other boys. So when we played soccer, I was just a goalkeeper. Oh, this is good. I was the goalkeeper, and yeah, I just couldn't exercise as much, and I was constantly tired, and I also got like flus and colds, and there's a reason for it. Back at that time, Finland had a famous doctor, and instead of going on holidays to Spain and like that, he volunteered his time to visit schools, like high schools, and what he did is he made agreement with the school that he will listen to every kid's heart for free, no charge. And he was very famous in the way that he could find heart defects, and I went to see this doctor in the school, and he was listening to me, and he was listening, and he took the blood pressure up here and there, and he said that I need to talk with your parents, and he got to talk with my parents, and then he organized me to go to a kids hospital, a university hospital where new doctors can learn the craft to be a doctor. And this I went there with my mom, and they did a lot of tests on me, and this and that, and it was a really long day there, and then we came back the second day, and we met the doctor to get the result from the tests. This is actually really good, this penguin. And the doctor was a fairly young doctor. Man, he met me and my mom, and he had a lot of files, and I put them down on the table and looked straight at me, and he said that I have good news and I have bad news. The only bad news is that you have a heart defect, and that will enable you to live 4 more years untreated. And I just didn't, and I said, sorry, you mean I have a heart defect? Yeah. Normally what happened in your case is that you will become 20 years old and then you die, because your heart, let's say this is your heart, and from the heart you have the main artery called aorta. It's coming out like this. Normal people, the diameter is 11 millimeters, like this, but for you it's 2 millimeters, meaning that your blood from your heart can just go down to your legs, and so it's like having a hose, a normal hose, and here's a kink in the middle. So there's not enough blood flowing out, and the pressure on your heart will increase, and you're 20 years old, you will die. Basically your heart will explode. And it's one of those situations like I'm hearing what the doctor is saying, and I just like, and I just feel cold. And I'm 15 years old. I haven't started my life yet, and he's telling me that I have 4 years to live, and then you're gonna die. And in the next breath he said, the good news is that we can treat you. At that time, I've been over here. Knock on the door. The room was quite small, and because it was like a what you call like a university hospital for students to no for new doctors to study and learn. Like I think you call it interns, to learn to becoming doctors, and our doctor saying come in, and suddenly the room is full of people in white coats, and there's one, I think he's a professor, and the professor talks about me. He don't even say hello, and say, here we have the patient with heart problem. Get on the table here, lay on your back. So yeah, I just go on the table, I lay on your back. There was like a examination table there, and then what he do, he just rips my pants down to my knees, and I'm naked there, and my mom is in my room, and I'm so embarrassed. I'm 15 years old, and and I'm then naked in front of in front of all the people, and he must have been a professor, because everybody was sort of looking up to him in the room, and he was just talking about the heart defect, and then he said, like, you need to try, you put your finger here in the growing, like just in the growing, and you can feel the pulse, because the pulse was different. And there's a few of those interns testing there and listen to my heart, and I'm there naked, and I don't know why, but then there was this couple of younger women there that was just seeing me naked there, and they just started to giggle with themselves, and I even feel more embarrassed. But I'm thinking to myself, well, if they can help me, and I'll just giggle, doesn't matter. And yeah, it's the all the white coats then go out, and the doctor we have is saying the death percentage of the operation for you will be quite low, so you will not have a really big problem to get the operation, but the problem we're facing here is that the queue to have a heart operation is so long. So if we put you in the queue to a normal hospital, you will not make it. You will die before you have the operation. But we, because you are still so young, now 15 turning to 16, we try to get you into the kids hospital. Try, because the kids hospital is much shorter the queue, and we can kind of get the operation done there in the time. That was the first time. That was the first time I really understood how fragile a human life is. You are here today and you're gone tomorrow. Like yesterday I got a call from one of my clients, and I had support with him in the morning, and I left him 11:30, and he called me at home about 7:30, and that's very unusual on my work phone. And he said that I had a stroke, on my left side went numb and they took me to hospital. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, well, I will catch up with him. Hopefully in the hospital later this week. See, how could I be 15 years old and nobody could realize that I had a heart defect? Well, it is very difficult to find this kind of heart defect. See, a normal heart rhythm is gonna doof, doof, doof. In my case, when you have like a blockage, there is a little bit side noise like your heart would sound something like this. Doof, shoo, doof, shoo, doof, shoo. Like it can't really properly pump blood. We had this old family doctor that was really old, very old, but he was good. But to hear this heart defect is kind of really difficult. So they managed to get me into the kids' hospital. So, from the day the doctor in school listened to my heart, and to the day I was laying on the operating table, was 6 months. This doctor that volunteered his time to go to schools on his holidays, he saved my life. I basically owe my life to him, and this really had a profound effect on me, because when you are 15, 16, you don't really think about your own mortality. You are not really told that when you become 20, your heart will be under such pressure that it will basically explode. And it was a huge wake up for me, huge, monumental. When my brother was in the army, he was an ambulance driver, so he was driving people to hospital, and one time he was driving one of the soldiers to hospital. Well, because he had collapsed. He had been running and then he fell down, and they was bringing him to hospital, but he was already dead on arrival. And it came out that he had the same thing like me. You know, it like nobody had found this heart defect in him, and it was undetected until he went to army. He did strenuous exercise. Kaboom. He was gone in a millisecond, and the same was going to happen to me too. I even heard stories that people have got married young, and on the wedding night, boom. So, yeah, I'm on the, when you are that young, you understand that it's serious, but you maybe not really realize how serious it is. I don't know how they managed to get me so quickly to the kids' hospital, but I'm grateful. Many years later, maybe 10 years, back from today, my mom actually met the doctor. Met the doctor there in Helsinki, and he asked how the boy is doing. Said the boy is doing well. He lives now in Australia. He's working. He's doing. He has his own life, and yeah. A little bit unexpected, but yeah. And he said, good. I think it's time for a... It's time for a little bit dime. Well, as time goes on, I'll be a bit stuck together. So yeah, the operation went well. I got 18 bags of blood. They and that's actually quite a lot of blood. They went in under my rib cage here, right here, and they opened the rib cage and they cut away the blockage. They put a plastic on the blockage. I think it's called Dacron, I think his name, and it's it's I think its name is Dacron, and that's sort of used in the sailing ship, the sails, and yeah, it was a long operation. I then woke up and I had this, I was quite weak, and I had this kind of drainage pipe, sucking all the liquid out, or blood, or what was it? But the doctors came and said that the operation had gone well, and I like this time. Always my favorite. Yeah, and so I and then I was just transferred back to the ward after that. In my room there was this. It was not too big a room, but there was like 4 other kids there with me. Like we were all kids, and there was, the doctors came in there and they talked to the kids, and we do this, we don't do that, and I think I had 2 bald kids. So in the room, all over here was shaved off the head, and shave off the head, and then one day there are some kind of markings here on the head, on the skull, and then I realized, like, these kids has probably brain tumors, so they're going to take it out. The other kids in the room I was with, they had a different heart problem. They had like a hole in the heart, so there was cutting up here in the middle. They was just ripping up the chest, and then they sort of operated on, and I think you can recover quite well from that. And I was 1 week that I was just straight in the bed. I couldn't kind of really come up from the bed. I was just too weak. And then one day, like I had to come up and sit, and everything was going around in my head. Yeah. And I could start to walk a little bit from the warden. And when I went out from our room, there was like the girls' room there on the other side, and there was just like plastic windows, and you had bald girls there. And so our room was here. Go out here. Girl's room was here, and it was sort of the corridor. I could a little bit walk in the corridor, and here was this playground here, what to say, a little bit like a creche. And there you had like parents sitting there, and the kids was just playing around the parents. I know it's many years ago, but I still remember the parents just sitting there and stone-faced. I mean, stone-faced. There was just there when their bold son or daughter was playing around them. One day I'm looking out from the window. Oh, by the way, time was good. One day I'm looking. Okay, guys, we have Hershey. One day I'm looking out from the window and I'm wondering, like, this is a little bit strange. This garden here. There is all these small trees here. Like this is the hospital, this is the garden. And here is just like trees, many trees in many rows. One day I am then asking one of the nurses about those trees out there, because they were so tightly put together, and they just said to me that one of those small trees, like a pine trees that just becoming a dwarf tree, it's for one of the kids that we had lost here in the hospital. And we plant a tree for every child that they lost, and that was another moment that my world sort of stopped. And I mean, it's I realized the amount of children that, despite the doctor's best effort, they couldn't save. And I think I can summon it up in a way that So there is this old Jewish saying that goes some way like this: if they are remembered, they are not dead. Hershey's cookies and cream salted caramel. Let's try. Oh boy, let's go. So I'm recovering more, and I'm recovering more, and then I get the day when I can come back home, and I lost a lot of weight. It was almost like skin and bone. So at that time, McDonald's was quite new. So my parents was gonna like hooks that is sort of come and visited me a few times, and they was just so nervous about me making it. So Thomas, what do you want? You want to have something nice? I want to go to McDonald's. Yeah, and I still remember. I went to McDonald's and I ate 8 hamburgers, just small hamburgers, in a row. One after each other. I went up and ordered a new one, a new one, a new one, a new one. So the staff was saying that, you must be really hungry. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm hungry, but I'm also like celebrating. It's a good day to be alive today. So, for 6 months then after the operation, I had to take it really easy. Yeah. This scar that I have under my armpit here, it sort of got infected a little bit, so it was a little bit uncomfortable, but nothing major complication after the operation. I had a few tests after the operation, and that was just before I went to army. That is, I'm okay, and yeah, and so for me personally, this was just such an experience, like being 16-year old, and so it really changed my life. And because I got so many bags of blood during my operation, I got 18 bags. So I became a blood donor. I calculated here the other day that I given blood and plasma 80 times in my life. That's good. That's quite a few times. Yeah. Det är god besökning. When I was growing up, I guess it's fair to say that I got off a few times. I got off the rails, but I got my act together, and then I had a different work experience in different industries, businesses. See, when I was growing up, my mother's dad, my granddad, and my uncle, they were both millionaires. Yeah, real old-schooled millionaires. So that influenced me too. So I was thinking like, oh, I just become a share trader. I start to manage wealth portfolios. But then when I had this heart operation that really stopped. It really stopped me in my track 100%. I want to work something with health, helping people, and so I had a career for 33 years as a masseur. Yeah. When I was most active, I did over 600 massages a year. That's quite a lot. I was thinking to make a separate video series about that one, and that one will be interesting. I mean, so just to sum up here, the story. It's as you can see, it's quite personal, really. And I never ever, in my wildest dream, would think I would ever make a video talking about this. But the outcome was good. It was good, and then after my massage career, like when you do massage for a long time, you get injuries like you get your wrist, your elbow, your shoulders. When your knowledge as a masseur is very high, that is also when your body starts to break down. I don't know if you can really see the difference here. My shoulder, like I have the scar underneath here that cuts through the lats, and I am just lifting weights to try to stabilize my body. So what is then happening is that you get wear and tear on your body when you're a masseur. You get your your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, they will break down when your knowledge as a masseur is really high. Your body also breaks down. So I had to study for certificate 3 for disability, and then I started to work with in the mental health field. I was with 2 or 3 companies before. I am now with my current company that is really good, and yeah. So guys, we had today then the penguin. First time I tried the penguin, and that was really good. And then of course my favorite dime. And then oh yeah, the Hershey. Hershey bar. So which one is better? I would say so Thai. They're all good. And yeah, thank you for watching. So this is the reason why I do social work. It's sometimes some people can help you and you can't pay them back, but when years go, the good thing that they did for you will pay back for other people. What is that name? Pay it forward. Thank you for watching. Thank you for today. If you like my videos, please subscribe, and because more interesting videos will come out here in the future. And please comment what you think. Okay, guys. Now we call it a day now. Take care, be well, be good, and see you in the next one. See you, bye.